Come to order. All right, this is a little different right now. It's just me and Randy.
Yeah.
This is the Small Soldiers episode with Bruce Gray, but we got talking right away.
Yep.
And didn't do any of this part, any of the beginning stuff, the context part.
Yeah.
So Small Soldiers, first of all, is dope. This is a very good episode. Keep listening.
Agreed.
Small Soldiers came out July 10th, 1998.
Mm-hmm.
It debuted at number 3 with $20 million less than number 1, which was a big deal. I also forgot this is all at the same time. Damn. So debuting at number 1 that week was Lethal Weapon 4.
I saw that in theaters with my dad.
So did I.
Yeah.
Number 2, in its second week of release, Armageddon.
Damn.
And then Small Soldiers, number 3.
Uh-huh.
Then after that, Dr. Dolittle, Mulan, Madeline, The X-Files,
Okay.
Fight the Future,
Uh-huh.
Out of Sight, awesome. 6 Days, 7 Nights. That's one we might do on this show sometime.
Yeah. That's Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Anne Heche and
Anne Heche.
David Schwimmer.
And they're trapped on an island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Truman Show,
Yes.
just one of the most incredible movies ever.
Yeah. For sure.
A Perfect Murder. I've never seen it. Oh, wait. I went too fast. So Perfect Murder is number 11, so I can be done. Right? So the scores on Small Soldiers are all, as far as I could tell, lower than they should be.
Yeah.
Roger Ebert gave it 2.5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
IMDb gave it a 6.3. Let me double check that because I'm trying to remember, and we all know how that goes. 6.3, I did it. Mark it down. We have it recorded, so nobody can take this away from me. And the Rotten Tomato score is 50% critic, 45% audience.
Mm.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
No.
50% critic this movie should have like a 77% audience or something.
You know what's a shame? So there's a podcast called The Movies That Made Me, and it's hosted by a guy named Josh. I can't remember his last name, but he wrote Eastern Promises.
Oh.
And Joe Dante.
Oh, hell yeah.
And everybody who goes on there who's even relatively a fan of horror movies will kind of like grovel at Joe Dante a little bit because of, the fucking crazy movies he's made. And he recently described Gremlins 2 as a career killer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, apparently that really like started his dip in like box office popularity, which is a fucking shame because A, that movie is amazing, and that's also what we're going to be doing in 2 weeks. And B, like it led to like after that, there almost everything he did, no one gave a shit about, including this.
That seems crazy because you can promote Small Soldiers without ever saying the name of the director.
Yeah.
Like, so people were looking it up being like, nah, I'm out on Joe Dante. Gremlins 2 did it.
Yeah, which is, again, crazy because Gremlins 2, I mean, is it his best movie or even a great movie? No, but it's so much fucking fun because of how absolutely bananas it is. But you guys will hear about that in 2 weeks.
Gremlins 2 kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a long time since I've seen it. Gremlins 2 is it's like a Last Action Hero type where if it had come out 10 years later, because there was some like wink to it.
What do you mean?
Like it wasn't just a straight up Gremlins movie.
Oh, it was.
It was like, but it had like satire or whatever involved.
Yeah, a bit, but that's kind of hard to say. I would say that Small Soldiers was more of like a wink and a nod. Because like Small Soldiers is insanely cynical.
Yeah.
And it has a lot more of that kind of commentary than Gremlins 2 does. Gremlins 2 is just batshit insane.
Right, but okay, so then let me so is it more like that fourth Matrix movie where it was going to happen? So
I can't say that I know
not in tone or whatever they're going
I know
for,
what you
but
mean.
just the studio was going to make this sequel
Regardless.
So you might as well.
I'm not
The Matrix folks
didn't want to.
They didn't want to, but they made more of a Matrix type movie, and it seemed like the Gremlins 2 might be more of a like when Geffen told. So Neil Young signed a 3-album deal with Geffen in the 80s. And the first album was called Trans, and it's real like heavy electronic and kind of industrial or whatever. And it's like, it was his artistic expression of, he has a severely autistic son, nonverbal. So he wrote this album that was like an expression of their communication difficulties.
Sure.
Then the second album he made was super like kind of folk country, more like Harvest or whatever, but without the hits that Harvest had.
Yeah.
And then the Geffen people were like, we signed you to make a rock and roll album.
Right.
And the third album he made, the last one he turned in to get out of that deal was just a cover of 50s rockabilly songs.
Yeah.
So maybe that's more of what Gremlins 2 is more of a.
That may be the case. I don't know a whole lot about the production lore behind it, but I know that he considers that, to his own words, with the most recent, it was either with Jeselnik or Ari Aster, he calls it a career killer.
That's a bummer.
It's a huge bummer.
Did he make a straight up horror movie? His like
Joe
Gremlins
Dante?
and the Burbs and.
Oh, he made The Howling.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
and
That's
Piranha.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's no way. I haven't seen Piranha.
But
there's no way that's a straight up horror movie. It's got to be campy as fuck.
It is. Yes, it is. It is. It's scary in the same way that like Creature from the Black Lagoon is scary. In that like there are creatures and it's weird and it is campy, but there are still like creepy, scary elements to it. But it's Joe Dante, so nothing he does that's scary is like legitimately on the edge of your seat, nail biting.
Right? I mean, all of these sentences could be kind of. If we started the conversation slightly differently, you could have just described the Burbs.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
Yeah.
It has those elements in it, but it's more overtly not that.
Right. But like The Howling is pretty much like right down the middle of a horror movie.
All right, I should check that one out.
Howling is amazing. That's the second best werewolf transformation in movie history.
Fantastic. We will. I'll find out what the first one is off air. What else do we have to do for the intro part?
Let's see.
Like,
we did context.
Like context and.
I mean, we could shoot the shit for another
soldiers.
half hour, but I think we did that enough in the episode itself. So.
Yeah. We never said who was in it.
Oh,
but it doesn't
that's right.
matter. I mean, Kirsten Dunst.
Gregory
Smith.
Yeah.
Plays the Alan.
We jump around a little bit with it. David Cross, Jay Moore, Dennis Leary. I forgot who the dad is, but I've seen him in a bunch of stuff.
Kevin Dunn. And Phil Hartman played the dad.
Phil Hartman. The kid in it is the same kid from The Patriot with Mel Gibson. He plays his younger son that gets killed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Patriot. Who else? I think that's it as far as names and faces you'd recognize.
Right. All right. So now we put it in context. The episode is just going to launch right into it, and we just keep going, and then it's done. So it's Bruce Gray is our guest. He's very, very funny. At this point, if you live in Austin, Texas, pause the podcast and go buy tickets to see him at Cap City. He's in Cap City tonight and tomorrow.
Hopefully you're listening to this the day it releases.
Right, the day of release. If you're listening, the day of release, he's at Cap City tonight
Go see
and tomorrow.
him. He's very, very funny.
Very funny.
And you'll want to see him before he's, selling out theaters.
Right. Or while there's still, electricity. Anyway, enjoy the episode.
I say before we start recording, just so everybody knows, Kirsten Dunst was 17 at the time of recording. Just don't want any major slip-ups here.
Okay, sure. Well, luckily, two of us won't have that issue.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I don't have the age of the other guy, but let's just steer away.
The motorcycle kid.
Yeah. Oh,
The motorcycle
guy, yeah.
kid. The motorcycle kid is, if she's 17, she does explicitly state she only sees older guys. So You guys are that kid's fair game. You can fuck him if you
Okay.
want.
Yeah, he did have a scrimmage though. I don't know how many adults.
Am I allowed to want to fuck the main one, but now, not then?
Yeah, now is no problem.
Because
And
now,
also,
Jesus Christ.
who is the guy?
Really?
I don't know his name, but I know that now he looks different.
He likes the inside of a gym.
Yeah.
You added him on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Looking to connect, dude.
Gregory Smith.
Yes. Yeah. He's
Wow.
Oh, he kind of looks like Tobey Maguire.
He does. He looks a little bit
From-
like Tobey Maguire.
From the Spider-Man movies.
If Tobey Maguire had like a skin routine and went to the gym a lot.
Oh, all of a sudden, Randall gets skinny and he has demands.
Sorry, my standards are realistic now.
Oh man, hell yeah, dude! I'm glad we could do this.
Yeah, same.
I liked it. Are we starting? Is that how you start the podcast? I liked the movie.
No. I'll start it real quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. It starts with this ends. Come to order. Right. It's a club. We're a club, and I'm presiding over the club. It's another Saturday afternoon movie club. I'm Geoff, the guy who talks first. I'm here with the usuals. What's up, Randy?
Hey, buddy.
And Bjorn.
Hey, what's happening?
All right, and we have a guest today, Bruce Gray, comedy
Hey, everybody.
store, paid, regular, Bruce Gray, name on the wall and everything. Very
As
funny.
known-
You got anything to plug? We should do that first for you so that
Come see me 12/12 through 12/14 at Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, Texas.
Nice.
hell yeah, definitely do that. Bruce is very funny.
Bruce is very, very funny.
Right, I've known him for a few years as I've seen him around the store. And finally got to see a full set a couple weeks ago. And man, sometimes people kill in 10 minutes and can't do 40, and sometimes people can do 40 that makes their 10. Like I had seen him do short store sets that were very funny, and then the 45 puts those to shame.
Yeah.
So go see
very
Bruce
fun.
in Austin, 12/12 through
Texas.
12/14.
On the good side of town. Wink.
Right, the new Cap. I haven't been to the new Cap City, the one in the mall yet. I'm excited.
I haven't either, but it's always exciting. I didn't even know it was in a mall, but that always adds a layer of depression when a comedy club is like in something like that. and
Next to
you're
a
like, oh,
JC
man.
Penney.
Yeah, I
No,
was just at
it's
the Chicago
it's higher end
Improv.
than that. It's like the outdoor awesome mall that probably the Macy's might be the low end anchor. Is my guess. It's probably
I'm
a
right
Nordstrom
between the
mall.
Tecovas outlet and the Boot Barn home store.
Mm.
The place for comedy.
Life could be a dream, dude.
Yeah, I mean those outdoor malls, man. You can get an apartment there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people who live above the Americana here in LA, and every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that'd be nice. And then I'm 2 minutes later, I'm like, oh, that might be the saddest thing ever. There's just you go to your balcony, and every day there's just people breaking up outside the fountain. You're like, oh God, oh no.
I mean, I think that's better. You usually have to like ride the bus or something to see something like that. A public breakup.
Just put a Ring camera out there and record it all. Ooh,
Yeah.
some action.
a whole Instagram page of just people breaking up outside your apartment.
Yeah, dude, shit. In this economy, yeah, you'd want to get followers any way you can. Yeah, you're the breakup guy.
Well, we're doing Small Soldiers today. It was Bruce's choice, a very exciting choice. Before we do that, has anybody seen anything since we talked last?
Fucking probably.
I watched Battle Royale for the first time.
Oh yeah, it's dope. The Japanese
So good.
movie.
Yeah, so good.
Super.
Oh
brutal.
shit, dude! This is actually I feel like I'm on like Zoom court right now, but I can come right now with a very hot take.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I absolutely hated One Battle After Another.
You're
Whoa.
the second person I've heard with that opinion.
And it's I've been catching a lot of flack lately for it. And then I was talking to somebody, and because I agree, the acting for the most part was very, very good. Benicio del Toro, that's him, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Benicio del Toro and Leonardo DiCaprio, very good, very funny. Regina Hall, happy to see her, very good, but the acting was good, and I liked the cinematography of it all. But I couldn't be. Somebody told me, they were like, "Yeah, it's a great movie. It's an incredible movie. Everything except for the story is great." And I'm like, "Hey, pal, you're kind of missing." It's like be like, "Dude, my car is so cool, it just won't fucking start." It's like I mean, yeah, we catch a lot of flack for it. I just didn't. I don't know. There were certain parts of it. I would have. And this is. I actually had a conversation with somebody. Kelly's brother actually said this, that he said, I just got the AMC movie pass, and he said that he thinks he's a director, writer guy. He said he thinks the AMC movie pass is bad because it gives you more freedom to walk out of a movie if you don't like it.
Oh, sure.
So, because I've been hearing people a lot talking about walking out of movies, and all of them have the AMC pass, and they don't feel like they have anything invested into it. And so that was the first movie I saw with the AMC Movie Pass. And like 45 minutes into it, I was like, I could leave right now and be completely fine.
Yeah, I mean, with the movie pass, you could at least break it up into manageable chunks.
Yeah,
2
yeah.
hours and 46 minutes is a long road to
It's a
hoe with
long chunk.
a half hour before it actually fucking starts.
Dude, it was, man, I don't know. I obviously I watched it, and then I know PTA does a lot of like you know, the more of a, I would call like a teeny bopper, like a Licorice Pizza kind of movie like that. But the same guy who did There Will Be Blood putting out that made me, it bummed me out.
It was, I mean, I saw it. I only saw it once, so I have to see it a second time before I can even really know that I saw it, before it counts. That's how almost every movie is for me now. But
it feels hard too because everybody was so high on it, and so maybe I went into it with an elevated expectation.
yeah, I mean, it definitely did get hyped. I've been told that it's the best movie of the year. Like, that's what I was told before I went into it. So I had to like forget that sentence before I watched it.
Randall, what was the opinion of the other person who told you they didn't like it?
All style, no substance.
There it is.
Yeah.
Man, damn, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my stand-up comedy. I look cool doing it.
Yeah. Photographs
Man, if
well.
you watch, he looks awesome the whole time, and he really seems like he's having fun. But what the fuck is he talking about? No, I thought it was cool. Can I tell you another thing that? And this is because I was a little bit high when I watched it. It took me out of it completely because there's a part where they see the guys at the fruit stand. This isn't taking anything crazy or saying anything crazy if you haven't seen it. But he talks to the guys at the fruit stand, and he's on the corner of, I forget what highway off the top of my head, and DiGiorgio Road. And I was like, oh, dude, that's like a mile from where my grandpa's farm was. And so then the rest of the movie, I'm like, oh, shit, I know exactly where they are. And I was like, it was kind of just me being like, oh, damn, I've been there. Like,
That's awesome.
That's fun.
it was very funny. I thought it was funny. I thought there was very funny parts of it.
Yeah.
But this isn't here what we're here to do. We're not here to shit on the movie.
I mean, that's not what we're here for.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I think that the style and substance thing is something that I think some of these guys and Paul Thomas Anderson also, like, he fights against that with almost every movie he makes.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much style, and then to get enough substance, sometimes he does and sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah.
And this one just might be more heavily weighted towards the style side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just kind of had a hard time believing that there's a white power headquarters. Like, in like a big building. Because then what, you get a big office and you just sit in there and think about how much you hate everybody. Like, fuck.
How can I make my power more white?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go over
Fluorescent
to the coffee pot. You're over there at the water cooler, be like, you know who I've been thinking about is oh man. But dude, I don't remember if I probably did when I was a kid. I just feel like maybe I more or less saw the cover of it at Blockbuster a million times. I don't even know if I'd ever actually seen Small Soldiers all the way through until this morning, and it was awesome.
I definitely hadn't, and still have not seen it all the way through.
Really?
Yeah,
You didn't like it?
No, I ran out of time.
Oh, gotcha.
to the
Yeah.
I mean,
settlement.
you can understand what you get the idea.
Yeah, I get the idea, and like I missed the last probably 20 minutes, and I'm like, I have a feeling I know who comes out on top in this one.
Yeah, there's a big battle, and then I was actually taking notes on this whole thing. What are they called? The
Gorgonites.
Gorgonites. I thought it was the main thing that made me laugh is for the first half of the movie, Archer, the main Gorgonite, really does talk the same way of a homeless person outside of a gas station. Where he's just literally the entire time he's like, Archer trying to go home. I want to like it seems like at any point he's gonna be like, if you have $5 for Archer.
Trying to get back to my wife and child.
Yeah, I
Anything
need
helps.
a ticket for bus. It was. I mean, it was. I was kind of shocked at how good the CGI on it held up.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it worked.
awesome.
It really worked. I mean, talk about the Gorgonites. Archer, like, I like the way that they cast the CGI, like the toys.
Uh-huh.
Like, so Archer is
That was awesome.
Archer is the Frank Langella, but the other 5 Gorgonites, those voices are split up among Spinal Tap,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
and all the soldiers except for Bruce Dern were in the Dirty Dozen.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean the voices were good. Like the soldier, the voices and everything. I do like, and this is like kind of almost like a '90s trope, in a way of like, I don't know why, but off the top of my head, like A Bug's Life comes to mind, where they had it a little bit, where one of them is like a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he keeps being like, "Oh man, I ain't seen something like this since last time. Okay, I'll be here all week." Like
Right.
it's that guy over
Right,
and
right.
over.
Right,
But there's
there-
3 of them in this.
There's still like the Transformers have that too.
Yeah,
Like,
like the characters
there's
are like,
always-
"Oh wait."
I guess maybe it's the toys they put. One of them's got to be the funny.
Yeah. As
Snarky
far as
one or
overall
what?
casting, it does seem like they ran out of time and they were like, "Fuck, we got to figure this out." And they just went to the Improv and they were like, "All right, Jay Moore, David Cross, Dennis Leary, you're in."
Yeah. It's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, oh, so 3 friends are sharing the screen for
Yeah.
a good 20 minutes. That's fun.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that's a bit
yeah,
of
it
a
was-
reach. I don't think they're friends.
Yeah, I think that I'd say probably all 3 of them are kind of hard to get along with.
Yeah, it's 3 comics that you may or may not like as stand-ups, but you definitely don't particularly want to just hang out with them.
Sure.
Any of them.
Well, it did make me laugh. There's a part in the end where Dennis Leary's character, he comes in like the helicopter, he's landing, and Jay Moore and David Cross's characters are like, "Oh shit, he's here," and it's like made me think of it's kind of a similar thing in real life where if you're at a comedy club and Dennis Leary lands in a helicopter, you're like, "Oh god damn it."
God damn it. I'm getting bumped.
Oh God. Yeah, this is fucked up.
Right? It's like a rite of passage in LA to get like when you first start getting spots at the clubs, and then to get bumped by a millionaire. That's a
Oh
nice,
yeah. Oh dude, I've been truthfully, without exaggeration, I've been bumped by Craig Robinson no less than 40 times.
Oh my
And truly,
God.
at the first time I ever got booked as like an actual spot at the Improv, whenever I was like just like still doing open mics, I was like so excited. It was like a 12:05 spot, and it was like a late night show, so it started at like 11:45.
Oh, Jesus.
And he came in, and like a bunch of like my friends came out because they were like, "Dude, we're gonna hang and have some drinks." And it's like, holy shit, one of us got booked at the Improv. This is crazy. And then he came in and did, I would say, over 2 hours because he finished and they turned the lights off or turned the lights on because it was after 2 a.m. and everybody just went home.
Wow.
And I was like,
Damn.
showbiz, baby.
So he bumped everybody.
Yeah,
Full
I've seen that,
keyboard and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's glorified karaoke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right,
And people
I
are very excited for the first 15 minutes because they get to see someone from the telly.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's not as fun.
Right, I got bumped. The first time I had spots booked at the Improv was like 2009, and I didn't live there, so like I flew on an airplane to get bumped by a millionaire off
Yeah.
my first spot. I mean, it was the first show on a Friday, so I still did the second show that Friday, and then the Saturday spot I kept. But the first one I had got bumped by a millionaire.
Which
Yeah.
one?
It was Neil Brennan.
Oh
Oh,
man.
okay.
But it's, I mean, what's one thing now where if I get bumped by if I've been bumped by very respectable people for over an hour where you're like, oh shit. I mean, I've been bumped by Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle and they do quite a long time, but you're kind of like, yeah, okay. You know, these are the breaks, but it's like, I think there used to be, I think more of like a culture of bumping people on purpose just because you could. And there's really only a few people left doing that I've talked to people about it, and I think it's kind of a hurt people situation where these certain people used to get bumped all the time by people, and now they're like, I have the ball now.
I am the one who bumps.
Yeah, I am
back.
bumper. Man,
That's worse.
No,
That's it's the opposite of like Sandler. Like when Sandler shows up at the store, he might bump somebody, but he just does his 10. Like he does the 10-minute set. He doesn't keep going till the lights come on.
yeah.
Like
Bill
he
Burr
tries
is the
to-
same way.
Right? They try to be respectful about it. Like some people you have to with the Adam Sandler's busier than me. So if he needs to get a spot in or whatever, that's fine. But I understand the game.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
to
I mean,
do
I've
it
been
respectfully like that is kind of an outlier.
Yeah. And Bill Burr is pretty much the same way. I mean, I've been bumped by T.I., and I was like, this is where I draw the line. But part of me was also like, if he does an hour of comedy and then he only did like 15, 20 minutes. But if he did 20 minutes and then at the end of it sung Whatever You Like, I'd be like, this is the best night of my life.
Yeah, it's worth it.
You just gotta close. You gotta close on the thing. Be like, all right, play that shit, and then fucking everybody would go nuts, and I'd be like, what a thrill.
I would be so
Man,
pissed if I got bumped by T.I.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. I wouldn't say I was happy. I don't know if I ever have been. I would this just turned really dark. Oh no! Oh Christ! Man. Yeah, no, watching Jay Moore and David Cross in it, and Dennis Leary too, it really like I had a moment of like, damn, dude, they used to fucking give stand-up comedians chances to be in fun movies.
Well, I did a little looking stuff up, and all of those parts were originally intended for like bigger name actors. And I think when those people say no, to switch to comics like this is the right move.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, David Cross, I can't remember any of the names. It's probably like Fisher Stevens or some shit. But
Yeah,
nobody could do the David Cross part better than I think David. Like he has that level of, he could be that smart, and he also could be that not into money. Like you believe all of that stuff from that scientist guy.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. No, he was super solid. So I was just looking up because it's also this is my dorkness of whenever I see a movie like this, I'm like, man, I wonder if that made money, and it made $31 million.
Well, did you get the budget on it?
Profit or
Yeah,
total?
The budget was $40 million. No, it
Oh,
made
okay.
71.
So it did poorly.
Yeah, it's
No, I
funny because
mean,
in my mind, I have such a low expectation, and I'm like, whoa, it made money.
Right, so it made 70 and cost 40.
Yeah,
That's not bad. I mean, if any of those numbers can be believed,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
right?
at
That's the
some
way the
point.
movie industry goes. Is like you can look on paper and be like, "That's a $30 million profit," but somehow they fuck the numbers enough that. I mean, we've talked about it before. Return of the Jedi still hasn't made a profit,
Yeah,
according to
and
the
they're
books.
like, yeah, we spent too much money on craft services.
It's so wild how that is, but yeah, I mean, $70 million, a $30 million profit on a movie should be a $30 million profit at all should be celebrated.
Yeah, if any of us turn a $31 million profit in our lifetime, we'd be celebrated as heroes in our family. generations.
Yeah, for sure.
But what made me laugh too is I was just looking up on IMDb while I was watching it, and it was written by 3 guys. 2 of them never really had like any hits. 2 of them I think had worked on a Mouse Hunt.
Oh, that's where I know that fucking name. From.
Oh,
Yeah, and then
Okay.
one of the other guys is the guy who wrote Shrek.
Okay.
So he got it on.
Wow.
That all tracks with the tone of this
Yeah.
movie.
Because it's funny because Mouse Hunt is another movie. I think there's movies in my mind that I like put into a category of I saw that cover at Blockbuster a million times.
Totally. Or
Yeah,
like
my
the
way to
big
re-
stands. You like saw the displays.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit, Mouse Hunt. Like I never. I'm also the same one. What's the movie where the guy has a bunch of nails sticking out of his head?
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. I would see that all the time and be like, whoa.
Hellraiser rips.
I know I've never seen it, but it's one of
so
those
good.
things where I remember passing by it all the time on my way to rent like fucking NFL Street or something, and being like, damn, that looks fucking crazy.
It is. It's a very
Yeah.
crazy movie.
I always think of the
Yeah.
Jason Goes to Hell
Yep. With
cover.
the snake
Yeah.
coming
with the
out of
snake
its
coming
eye.
out of the eyes. I wanted to see it so
Yeah.
bad. I was very disappointed.
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
The amount of times I got excited by that cover, and then after I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this too with this movie. I think part of me felt like they meant for it to be PG at a certain point, and then it got too violent, and they were like, "Oh shit!" So I feel like there was a few times where the kid was like, "Shut your damn mouth," like,
Yeah.
it was like where he's like, "Why don't you shit?" like, you could like feel them getting their money's worth for being PG-13.
Yeah,
at a few
yeah.
points.
Right, it does. I mean, it does. It has the inconsistent tone of a movie that didn't know which kind it was supposed to be.
Well, John was reading, and I don't know how true it is, that it was actually supposed to be R. And then halfway through production, the studio was like, no, let's do PG-13 and get a wider audience.
It'd
It
be a
has
crazy
the vibe
movie.
of like a '90s like kids movie.
yeah,
Oh, for sure.
it would be a bonkers movie to be rated R.
Yeah.
Make this movie about killer toys for adults. That's insane.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out like what they would have done aside from language to make this an R movie, aside from making the
Parents
toys anatomically correct.
Well, they
Yeah,
just. I mean, I guess I would have guessed that if it wasn't for the fact that you can feel the inconsistent tone, some of the deaths are brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Even
really,
though it's
yeah.
toys, but they're just burning alive and stuff. Like,
Yeah, there's a part of it where it's like if you think of them as being like alive and sentient, and they're getting like ground up in the garbage disposal.
Yeah.
Like even whenever he threw that in there, I even wrote it down. I wrote down that was a little much
Yeah.
because he kind of rushes to it, because that's like the first moment where he's like, "Oh yeah, motherfucker," and he like it's pretty early in the movie where he just grounds his ass up, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck."
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
at
mean-
least it wasn't. Like the kitchen scene in Gremlins is a bloodbath, and that one
Yeah,
comes out PG because they didn't have PG-13 yet, but
Uh-huh.
still also, and that was like a dozen Gremlins that
Uh-huh.
she fucking put in the blender and shit.
yeah. I think if they were going for the R, they probably would have like had one sex scene and then probably had more going on with the Barbies.
Yeah. Speaking of
'Cause
which,
also-
that scene was so fucking creepy and cool. I loved it. I loved that scene.
I kind of missed I was watching it completely, and I rewinded it to be like, am I missing something? Where they kind of come alive out of nowhere, and there's not really an explanation.
Well, they do like the Frankenstein thing, but it's
Yeah.
all with weird lights. They're like, there's no
Yeah.
like direct thing where they're like, we do this and therefore this happens. You just kind of put it together that they're doing Frankenstein shit.
They pulled the chip
Yeah.
out of a
Yeah.
dead one.
Pull the chip out of a
Oh,
dead one.
you're right.
And
You
then
are right.
stuck
Yeah,
it into
okay.
a light.
Yeah, and then it like charged them all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't put
Damn,
any
dude.
like robotics into it, which is the weird part. Like,
No.
how are
Yeah,
they
that's what I was
moving?
That's just how they work.
I rewound it at the same part too. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, did I miss? Was I not paying attention for a second?
Well, in fairness, how are any of them moving?
Well, you saw they're doing military technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Chips.
the military technology was the chip, and they just put it
Yeah.
into a toy
I
that
do
had a
love
voice
that
box.
this works extra well because at a certain point in like the 90s, you could just be like military technology. And
Yeah.
Like, whoa, like that
It's a
kind of
catch-all.
thing. But yeah, I also like that he's like, we got some guys in South America who are really going to like these things. I don't know. Does that,
I want to see that movie. I wrote
That's
that
what I
down.
said. Is that them opening up for like a sequel?
Where they send them to South America.
Dude,
Yeah.
if Joe Dante does that as a sequel over Gremlins 3, I'm going to be a little mad, but also pretty happy.
Yeah. What? That's the director. Yeah. What else did he do
He's
besides
done
Gremlins?
The Howling, Gremlins, Gremlins 2, Inner Space,
The
The
Burbs?
Burbs.
Oh, the Burbs, dude. I loved the
That's right,
Burbs.
The
Yeah,
Burbs.
yeah, yeah.
Piranha?
I just saw
You got
Piranha.
Piranha?
they're making a TV show remake of the Burbs, and I
Whoa.
had auditioned for it a few months ago, and so I rewatched. Me and Kelly watched the Burbs, and I was like, "This fucking rocks." What's the guy's name who plays the neighbor, Tom Hanks's neighbor, and it's like some of the best
Rick
funny
Document.
neighbor, dude. Some of the best funny character acting like neighbor guy I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right?
There
Art's
was
got
a
a
few
gun.
lines he had that were so fucking funny in that movie.
Satan
we
is
were
good. Satan is our
howling.
pal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where he's trying to get him back. He's like, Satan is good. Satan is our pal. Dude, fuck. I loved that. I was
That
kind of
guy's
shocked
great.
at how much I loved it.
Yeah.
Because
that
that's
movie's
another movie,
fantastic.
too, where there's like nothing quite happens. It's just them being weird, like paranoid to like, but the entire thing, I was locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you never know if you don't know if they're right or not until the very end.
Yeah.
Because
I loved
they are just nuts. Like that movie could have ended with those people being normal and it would still be just as good a movie.
Yeah. Because I was looking through the list of movies you had already done, and I was like, The Burbs, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I forgot how much I loved that shit.
The again, Dick Miller was the garbage man in the Burbs, and he was the truck driver in this movie that delivered
yeah.
the toys.
Yeah. He's in quite a few Joe Dante movies. He's kind of a staple.
Yeah.
And he's
But
the
probably
kind
like,
of
man,
he's like a litmus test for the movie. Dick Miller movies is kind of its own genre.
Yeah.
He's in a bunch of the Dante ones, but then some of the other stuff that they use, like Night of the Creeps, I think,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Is he behind the wheel in that movie too?
Maybe. I can't remember.
He's one of the great driving actors of our time. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I wrote down a bunch of just random stuff here of like
Fire him off.
what's funny because when you're like, especially when you're like working or like doing screenwriting stuff, and you like kind of think of the idea of like even little stuff of like the kind of the impetus of like the original whatever of the idea. This is very random and is almost going to sound like a funny name drop, but I was talking to Yakov Smirnoff a few weeks ago.
Amazing.
He lives in Branson, Missouri, and he came to the shows we were doing in Springfield, and we did his podcast. And I was like, "Can I ask you something?" I was like, "When you first said 'what a country,' I was like, you riffed that?" And he was like, "Oh yeah." He said he riffed it, and then he was standing in the hallway at the Comedy Store, and a drunk guy came by him and was like, "Whoa, what a country! Hey, hey!" And then like he walked away, and he's like, "I may have something here." But because Toy Story came out before this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine that the guy saw something with Toy Story and was like, "What if it was kind of dark and fucked up a little bit?"
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
had the same thought.
I mean, it's just a one toy line of good guys and bad guys pitched to us at the beginning and then flipped when we meet them.
Yeah. Yeah, like what if Buzz Lightyear was like fucking up the whole house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it, like had it because in Toy Story it's like all of Buzz Lightyear shit is like he doesn't realize it's a toy, but he's like, "Motherfucker, here's my laser,
Right.
motherfucker." And like, what if his laser was actual? It's like melting Woody's head off.
It almost feels like the dudes who wrote this were brought in to pitch Pixar Toy Story. Like they were a team that was up for it, and their whole angle got rejected, so they went on and wrote Small Soldiers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for some reason, this movie, I don't even know why I had initially, because I suggested a few random movies, and Small Soldiers popped into my head, and I was like, the movie always looked kick ass. And I think my mom was probably like, that's PG-13. We're not going to, like, because it seems like a movie for kids, but the PG-13 thing throws it off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like when Ants came out against A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar thing.
Is Ants PG-13?
Yeah, sure is.
Whoa.
It is?
I didn't even
Yep.
know that.
Ants
I
is
think I've seen,
PG-13.
Ants. But yeah, Bugs Life. It's kind of, literally Toy Story versus Small Soldiers
Yeah.
versus Ants versus Bugs Life. Damn.
I
Yeah, I
remember
think
when
it
this
was-
came out. I had the same thought as your mom did, but from the other side of it, like I wasn't going to waste my time with a PG-13 kids movie. I was
Yeah.
like 20 when it came out. I remember blowing it off and never going to it again. And I was wrong. I watched it
Yeah.
for this, and it's fucking cool.
It's a super fun movie.
Yeah, I don't know why it's very funny to think of you blowing off small soldiers. just you in like a Blockbuster or whatever, be like, fucking toys, yeah, small soldiers, my ass. And then go,
I know it was there was like at that time there was like 2 or 3 guys in my circle that worked at the same theater, so every movie was on the table for going in for free. And when that one came up, it was just a clear like, nah, fuck that.
yeah.
No way.
That's how
I'm not even
that's how I
seeing it
got
for free.
really into Get Him to the Greek because my friend we wanted somewhere to be able to sit down inside after we smoked weed as when we were in high school or had just graduated, and I saw it like 3 times and I was like, this movie rocks. And now it's like the big 3 of bad people. I truly was one of my first thoughts when Diddy and Russell Brand got canceled. It was like, oh man. Get him to the Greek. What the hell? And then even Jonah Hill people got mad at for a second. I'm like, God damn, dude. Can't catch a break.
Yeah, I mean
But yeah,
he's not as bad as the other 2, but he did have some weird shit.
Yeah. It's like you need to wear a pantsuit while you're surfing or something.
Yeah, yeah.
To his lady.
Right, put a robe on. You're at the beach. Put a robe on. Like it's like a weird controlling. It was, but like his was. It wasn't. It was just a bunch of people being like, "Oh man, that he seems like kind of a dick."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not a.
Yeah, there was a
criminal.
time a few years ago where it could come out that you're like a dickhead, and people would be like, "All right, well, fuck you then." Where
Yeah.
like I feel like in the '90s and probably like even early mid 2000s, every like actors would be doing like crazy shit where like an actor would like run someone over with his car and they'd be like, "Oh, he's wacky," like shit like that.
Oh,
I
you
do-
guys.
Yeah, I do love the trope. There was a few things where I was kind of trying to pick it apart and be like, I wonder if they just like threw this little thing in there and be like, oh, we got to further it here. Of like, even the guy on the motorcycle be like, we need a teenager that has a street bike but a scrimmage, and
Yeah.
he has to like,
And he has 5 friends that also have street bikes.
yeah,
They're
which
in this weird small town bike gang.
yeah, kind of the dream, honestly.
Yeah.
But like also I don't know, it was really hard because and they don't really ever announce his age. He's in high school. It's funny, I just watched this and I can't remember anybody's name, but the main kid, Abner Abernathy, is that his name?
Sure.
Alan.
Alan.
Alan Abernathy.
Alan, now
where
shut up.
Yeah, you can't like yeah, Alan, now shut up. You can't tell how like at the beginning of the movie I was like, "Oh, he's 9 years old."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's
And
like
then he opens
working
the
in
store.
yeah, he's like, oh, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then he's like, yeah, I fucking burned down the school, or I called in a bomb threat. Like,
So I burned down. I set the school on fire just to watch it burn.
yeah, and you're like, oh god, like,
Yeah.
maybe you do deserve to get fucked up by these soldiers. Maybe, yeah,
Right. They
that should've
just
been
and they
the
had to
movie.
move. They had to move to that town because of that. But he has this toy store. So did he move the toy store? Like, there's a few things that I don't understand. The toy store
Yeah.
doesn't seem new.
Right.
Did
See,
he
that's what's-
buy
I
the
feel
toy
like
store?
You used to get away with so much more. I feel like.
Well, they
of-
just
of
didn't
plot-
need to
plot
say.
holes like that.
You just changed the word town to school, and all of it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to my school.
Yeah, there's also no reason for the toy store to be failing either.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, oh, maybe we'll actually make some money if we sell these fucking deadly things. Like, I don't know. There's little parts of it where in the beginning I'm like, where they're like desperately trying to set the story up and they're just not. But like, I'm still locked in because I'm like, man, I know these soldiers about to come in and tear shit up.
It's just so much. It's so much like Gremlins.
Yeah.
It's
To the point where one of the characters is named Gizmo.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the password.
I know, but they refer to him as
Oh.
Gizmo.
And they moved the right, but like he got that thing, like he runs that junk shop or whatever, the salesman guy
Yeah.
Yeah.
ends up with
Who was the dad? The dad in Gremlins was Hoyt Axton, right?
yeah.
Yeah, dude. His son's a musician. But Hoyt Axton is the fucking man. He like was a fun musician, but he also wrote like Never Been to Spain and like Joy to the World and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he also wrote the theme song to the movie Mitchell with Joe Dante. That
Whoa.
is Not a good movie. Not even a good song, but it's probably the funniest Mystery Science Theater there is.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
think
Oh, go ahead.
he was on a few things. Hoyt Axe did. They tried like he's just like a funny big guy that like let's give him a shot and let's get him in some shit.
Yeah.
Reddy was probably in a Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
He probably
Weighing down the-
auditioned for Boss Hog.
Yeah, dude. What else did I write down? Because I was shocked at how much I liked this movie. But
Oh,
it was
dude,
like-
I loved this. I loved what I saw. At least, I mean, Tommy Lee
Yeah.
Jones playing the leader of the toys was great. I thought, what's his face, Archer. I really wanted that to be Jeremy Irons, but you know, we get what we get.
Yeah, and it's like because it made me laugh because I remember vividly. There's always the like communication guy because I was joked about it before of like the like standard green army men that you see with like the little platform on the bottom. There's always like the shooter guys, and then for some reason there's always one guy in the back who's on the phone.
He's comms, yeah,
He's like always just
yeah.
like and that there's it's like the same thing if there was like a guy in the back who's like cooking.
Yeah.
Like an army man.
The
like,
chef.
We know one of you
Yeah.
has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Tommy Lee
it's
Jones
like-
was in charge of the troops. Lee Marvin was already dead. They probably would have used him if he was alive. And it seems like Bruce Dern was in it because Charles Bronson specifically said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also kind of surprised at maybe I'm trying to think of the timing of it, but it seems like at that point Phil Hartman being kind of that small of a character was interesting.
Wasn't it his last movie?
Oh, was it?
I mean, I don't know if it was. It was released after he died. I don't
Yeah,
know
because
if
they had to remove him from
okay.
all the promos. They like removed him.
I'm on it.
Whoa.
Yeah, but they removed him from the promos because it was like those went
Like-
out a week after he died.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Oh, damn. That's probably a fucked up meeting. A meeting where like everybody's sad, and then there's one guy who's like, "Look, we need to further small soldiers. What are we gonna?" Like,
Yeah, this is
like,
the last feature he's in.
I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
Read that.
Oh, that's a trip.
Yep.
There's a little thing
Yeah,
at
but
the end for him after the credits.
Oh shit.
Makes
Oh.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, it was also probably weird because it's also a relatively violent movie, and he
We know how
was
that.
violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
weird thinking about that.
But
one.
like, yeah, little things. I wonder if the PG-13 aspect of it too was them fully roofying the parents.
Yeah, that does play.
Because at first I was like, oh, they did it to the mom, and I was like, God, I hope they do both of them.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of dark if they don't. They're just launching sleeping pills into their drink.
Right, these toys knew a lot of current references for becoming so recently sentient. Those
Yeah,
seem to be up
they're
on
pretty-
everything,
Those chips, man. That firmware is current.
right? And we didn't see the commando team do the watch all of history in a second. We did get to see the Gorgonites do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they
Classic.
had the internet, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Which I appreciated.
right.
Yeah, there was some kind of sad moments with the Gorgonites where he's like, the window. There's nothing in the window, and you're like, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about this window? And you're like, okay, we get it.
His entire approach to life is we have to hide or be defeated. It's
Yeah,
like, God damn. Okay.
it is kind of dark. Yeah, the other ones are like, because that's just his entire demeanor is like overall of just like, well, all I know is like it's literally like you're a mouse. Like it's like I would love to get cheese, but in reality, I'm
Yeah,
probably
he's
gonna get
like-
stomped on.
He's like if fucking Eeyore was in Germany in 1939. Like, it's
Yeah.
not a great outlook.
Yeah, it's like you're really bumming me out. And you don't really fight back either. You're kind of,
Yeah, you're not real.
he had one arrow.
yeah,
and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
yeah. That and it's just like it's funny too because obviously it's if you're overthinking it, but be like there really is no reason for the soldiers to hate the Gorgonites as much as they do.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, aside from like it was programming, but at the same time, it's like they're just fucking other toys, man.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just
and
toys.
they're not violent or invasive. They're just ugly and kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Right there, and there's no history given to any of it. At
I
least
mean-
at least we could watch a Transformers movie and there's some reference to some other planet, some other battle, or whatever. There's like they've backstopped the Transformers and Decepticons animosity.
Yeah,
At
because
least a
there's like
little.
in that one, it's like they destroyed their home planet or whatever, so they have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like the soldiers are just like, it would be funny if there was something in there where they were like, there's oil on Gorgonite planet. Like, it's like, yeah. There are poppy fields like you would never. Oh, there's a film rating I just pulled up the Wikipedia. The film rating controversy because there was a Burger King line of kids' toys to promote small soldiers. And then after they got PG-13, they were like, oh shit, because they were led to believe it was going to be no higher than PG. Oh, here we go. The film received a PG-13 rating due to the scene where the commandos put drugs in the drinks.
Okay.
That's so funny. Which is funny because it was kind of completely unnecessary if you're like fighting to keep in between PG and PG-13.
I mean, the movie's so absurd that there's no reason why they couldn't have just turned the heat up in the house and then he gets sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they just tape them up like everyone else.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many ways to get around that since they obviously weren't too concerned with hyper reality or whatever.
Yeah.
To just
They
not
also-
do drugs in the drink and stay PG. Jesus.
Yeah. He's like, it has to stay.
Right. We
But,
find out that's the one part of the
that's the
original
hill.
script still in.
Wrote it around
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the whole movie is the first thing he wrote down was what if fucking bunch of toys put sleeping pills in your drink.
And the rest of the movie was written around that.
Yeah, we're gonna get you to bed, Mr. Dante. Right here though, this is funny. They did like almost like a gun buyback program thing where if you got the small soldiers toys and the parents wanted to exchange them, you could take them to a Burger King and get a Mr. Potato Head.
That's
Wow.
very funny.
Which is just like, it's very funny where it's just like Mr. Potato Head saving the day.
I mean, there was something that I read about that because this happened right after one of the first of the new wave school shootings, and one of the commandos' names is Kip Killigan,
Whoa.
and it was Kip Kenkel in Oregon right before this. That was the first the pre-Columbine shooting. So they that was an issue too. They pulled all the Kip toys or whatever from. You couldn't get one in
Damn.
Oregon.
Apparently, it says right here they were supposed to do a remake in 2014. Justin Lin was supposed to direct it.
It would have been 100% CGI, and it would have sucked.
Yeah. The story was described to be set in a toy factory that begins to run amok.
Okay, so he was combined. Like, isn't that the movie Toys?
Yeah, I don't know what this is 2014, and then they canceled it in 2019.
That sounds
Wow.
like a remake akin to like the Mark Hamill Child's Play, which also sucked.
I don't know why this made me think of this, but I met him one time for like 3 seconds, and I almost brought it up to him, but I was like, no, I'm not going to. So me and two other guys were wanting to work on this movie because there's this guy Eddie Klepp, and we were just like wanting to work on a baseball movie and talk like what kind of baseball movie could we do, and we stumbled upon this guy, and he's like the opposite Jackie Robinson. He was the first white guy to ever play Negro League baseball, and he was like,
oh my god,
he was really terrible, and it was like one of those owners, the same way they would get like random little people to like, what if we have little people, we have a little person in our lineup tonight, this is crazy, like stuff like that.
Sure.
But we just like kept looking up this guy Eddie Klepp, and he was like truly one of the most tragic people I've ever. It's just crazy of like all these little things of like hilariously tragic of like when he was a kid, his dad got squished between two trains, and
What?
they brought his dad in like 3 duffel bags to his house, and
my
they knocked on the door. They knocked on the door. They were like, "Hey, kid, is your mom home?" And he was like, "No." And they're like, "All right, well, here's your dad." Like, it's like all of this shit. So there was it's funny that Dennis Leary too, but there was a movie in the 90s, there was a script for it, and it got bought and was supposed to get made. And initially, Dennis Leary was attached to it, and then he went off the project. And then for a little while, Adam Sandler was attached to it. So as Eddie Klepp. And so there was like in between Sandler doing like Billy Madison, Waterboy, and Happy Gilmore in that run, there was almost like a wacky civil rights movie.
Man, like if White Man's Burden was about baseball.
Kind of, yeah. And so we've like kind of, it's one of those things where we've gone back to it like a bunch of times. Me and two of my friends be like, this could be so funny and like so insane and weird and fun, but like it just can never quite get it. But I was at the Comedy Store and I was Jeff, you'd know probably Fraser Smith.
Oh yeah.
I was talking to Fraser Smith, and Sandler had come there to drop in, and he came out and was like, "Oh, Frasier, what's up?" And then they're talking. He goes, "Oh, this is Bruce," and it was like one of those times where you meet somebody where I'm like, if I say anything more than "hello, nice to meet you," I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot because I won't stop talking. And so it would be literally like Chris Farley and Paul McCartney. But I wanted to be like, hey man, weird question. Were you really gonna play Eddie Klepp in a fucking movie? Like,
yeah, you got to bring that up after the first time he shows up and says, "What's up, Bruce?" and he knows your name. Then bring it up.
Yeah.
But it's in my back pocket because it's so. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where if you get on reading about Eddie Klepp, it's so funny. So because there was this doctor, like professor guy at University of Utah that had like. You just stumble upon guys that did a bunch of research for no real reason, but he has like 500 pages of research on Eddie Klepp that week. I have this like stack of papers in my house that are all these things about Eddie Klepp and like all these newspaper clippings and all this stuff.
Amazing.
But I don't know what. Yeah, that made me think of it. The gonna remake it and then cancel the whole thing.
I did
Eddie
the same
Klepp
thing
is
with
at the front of my mind.
There's been a couple of times where I've been sitting on like the belly room steps smoking. And like I just don't get up. I see Chevy Chase walk in and I just don't stand up because anything beyond hello, and I'm just not going to stop. So I might as well not say anything because it's not. I would lose. I would embarrass the shit out of myself.
Yeah, his daughter plays piano there.
Yeah. But that
So
still don't
Kaylee-
mean he want to talk to me about Fletch Lives.
It's funny because I think because I'm friends with her daughter and his husband, or her daughter,
Right.
his daughter, her husband, because he also works there. He does sound there and at the Magic Castle, and so I've like gone to their house and I've got to like be around him, and I think he is nice to be in that scenario, but he's not legendarily the most pleasant guy.
No, that's another reason. I just watch him walk in, and everything stays the same.
I mean, he's it's very funny to be around, like the way that I would be if like I had friends over and my dad is being quote unquote embarrassing, where you're like, Dad, like it's very funny to see that where she's like, okay, all right. And he's just stoked because he's like, oh, I'm riffing, I'm having fun. And she's like, okay, all right, okay. We don't need to talk about the Clinton sex life. Like, but he did. Whenever I had gotten passed at the Comedy Store, it was like a bunch of us had gone there that night, and him and his wife were dropping off Kaylee and Milo in the parking lot. And I was out there, and I was like, "Oh, hey, I forget. I off the top of my head, I can't remember her mom's name, but I was like, "Hey, it's Chevy, how's it going?" Like, entering the car, and he's in the front seat, and he like mumbles, and I can't really hear him, and I go. Oh, so I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I said congratulations." And he goes, "You stupid cocksucker." And then the car pulled off. Like, not in a way of like, not in a way of like, "Oh, you fucking idiot, you can't hear me," but in a way of like, "You stupid fucker." And then it was really fucking funny.
Oh my God.
But I think if you're him, it's like I've heard the same thing of like a Bill Murray thing where you push the boundaries on things you say to quote unquote fans in public or people like that in public, because it's like, who's going to believe you if you say I called you a stupid cocksucker?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a story. Without that, it's
Yeah,
not a
of course.
story.
No,
It gave you a gift. wasn't what you asked for. You didn't register for it, but
Yeah.
he went off book and gave you that gift.
Yeah. It is funny because it's like being around people like that. You're like, man, there's so many things that I want to talk to you about, but I know you've been exhausted by your entire life.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's, I don't know if, I doubt a lot of people are bringing up Eddie Klepp to Adam Sandler.
I would just want to know if he even remembers that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 30 years ago.
I mean, it would be funny if he was like, "The fuck are you talking about?" And I was like, "Oh, never mind. Forget. I don't know, man."
You just do an impression of him to his face.
Yeah, it's like, all right. It's like, you think that doesn't happen to me all the fucking time?
There's a couple of lines in this movie that I thought were really funny that I wish I had known for the last 20 years, 30 years, I guess, almost. Jesus Christ. But when David Cross real smugly goes, "I don't think there's a problem with the software, Ralph," that made me laugh so hard.
It's a good one.
Of like he's like in over his head. Clearly, it's this guy's like the head of the military chip making group. I don't know his designation, but and then Phil Hartman saying, "I think World War II was my favorite war."
Yeah.
That was so fucking funny.
That's something too, where it's like, I wonder if it says Phil Hartman's just so fucking funny. I wonder if they were like, just can you kind of just say some shit and we'll kind of pick up on it.
I mean,
Hopefully,
decent
man.
chance.
Dude, I don't know if you've ever watched. It's on YouTube, but his SNL audition is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I haven't seen
Where
it.
it's like,
I haven't
oh,
either.
it's so. He does a character that's a German impressionist, and he's speaking fluent German, and he's like, speaking German, he goes, John Wayne, and then like goes into it. It's one of those things where I was like watching it because I was like, oh, okay, like you'll get an idea of what this looks like, and then you watch somebody who's like flawlessly talented at something like that, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't be watching this right now. It's like this is so far from what I'm capable of that it's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it becomes discouraging.
Literally, where you're like, usually be like, wow, man, he's so talented. I feel so inspired, but in reality, you're like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not even gonna try to fucking do that.
Yeah.
Man, what year was that he got? That must have been
Yeah,
right around
98.
this time, so around 1998. Damn,
Yeah, early. I
legendary
think,
tale.
right?
That's the big the myth or whatever that Andy Dick was the one. That's why everybody started hating Andy Dick, that he was the one that was partying with his wife.
I mean, is it a myth? I thought it was.
No, I don't know. I don't know anybody close enough to it or whatever to have
Confirm or
it
deny.
confirmed, but that's what I've heard.
Right, gave her drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
That Andy Dick, what a guy.
Real class act. I mean, if you turn John Lovitz violent,
Yeah. Well, that was part of it too, though, because isn't that why Lovitz, like, he beat him up or something? It was over the Phil Hartman stuff.
yeah, grabbed him by the neck
Yeah.
and
know this.
pushed him on the wall. Yeah, I almost said this was not that long ago, but who knows? It was after I started stand up, so sometime in the last 23 years. At the Laugh Factory or something, and tried to choke him out. But I think that was in response to, like, I think Andy Dick said something to him about the Phil Hartman hex or whatever,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then he tried to fucking fight him.
I think it was Craig Conant was telling me this thing that he one time was at a club and John Lovitz had the early show and Craig had the late show. He said that John Lovitz, they were both there all weekend, but John Lovitz went really long, and then after the first show was just like tuning his piano for way too long, so it like made it to where the doors opened late, and Craig was like, he's like, dude, I was so mad. He's like, I was fuming. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go into the fucking green room and I'm gonna fucking say something. And he said that he like barged through the door in the green room, and John Lovitz was sitting there and goes, hello. And he's like immediately like, I can't be fucking mad at you, dude. I can't be mad at you.
That's
God
really
damn
funny.
it.
That feels like Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah, but probably yes. I forget. I wish I. Oh,
I mean, that's one of those. There's one of those rare road clubs where they'll have a different late show headliner than first show headliner.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've heard something too with Dice where it was kind of that same idea, and he was in there, and the guy was like, "Hey man, like I'm gonna do my show. Like, would you mind kind of leaving?" And he's like, "You don't get to fucking tell me to leave." And he like as like a point stuck around like all night in the green room, like smoking and shit. It's fucked,
That's great.
dude. Yeah, I'm
That
trying
makes
to
me
think of where
angry.
else yeah, of course. It is one of those things that is very annoying, but you're like, I don't know. It's kind of like I've seen it a few times where like somebody is such a character that it's almost like, well, I guess I wouldn't want anything else than the character to be shown in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get a choice with Dice.
Yeah, not at all. He's
He
I wouldn't
start-
even say willed. He's fully developed into an impression that he did at one point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of several
Could've been John-
characters. Like that story
Yeah,
of
well-
Dice is he had like 5 or 6 of those. And like the Vinny Boombot or whatever, like the doctor guy. What's the
Yeah.
doctor guy? Right, and the put upon housewife, like those were all just characters that he would do on stage. And then Mitzi said, "Hey, just do Dice." And I guess he just took that to mean forever. And any interaction you ever have ever again, be Dice.
Yeah. Well, he would do like I've seen him do it a few times on like video where he would still do it whenever he was Dice, would do like a pretty sick John Travolta
Yeah,
in like Grease and would like do the full thing and he's like killing it. And then he'd go back and be like, so this fucking bitch was like this.
right. He folded some of the characters into. So now Dice is the one doing those characters.
Yeah.
So they're a little more aggressive than they were originally. This part was told to me by I opened for Tom Wilson a couple times on my way up.
Well, it is funny too because all those guys will be like, we'll call him Andrew.
Yeah,
It's very funny.
they live
I
together.
was also just
Tom Wilson
looking
and
back
Dice.
at this. Oh, at the like.
Yeah, at the
what's it-
house.
Yeah. Because same with Yakov, where Yakov was telling us that he was like, because I was like, who was somebody you saw go from like 0 to 100? And he was like saying Andrew. And then he told this story where it might have been with Tom Wilson, where he was like, I wanted to break up with a girl. And Andrew was like, if you're breaking up, he had like just gotten to America. And he's like, if you're breaking up with an American woman, you have to buy her a present whenever you break up with her. And he's like, he's like, what should I get her? And he goes, get her a ring. And so he goes and gets this ring, and he's like, shows it. I might have been with Tom Wilson. He goes, and he shows it to him. He's like, what's that? And he goes, well, I'm breaking up with this girl. I'm going to give her this ring. And he's like, why? He says, it's what Andrew said I should do. And he's like, Andrew. He goes, Andrew Silverstein is not a good representative of the human race.
Although that might be the funniest thing I've heard him do.
Yeah.
The opposite. I mean, that's such a fucking fun prank of
Yeah.
get her
Yeah.
the thing that means the opposite of what you say.
Yeah.
The exact opposite. Any gift
Yeah,
at
I
all
will-
is confusing, but a
Yeah.
ring is fucking
Wild.
baffling.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is just still up on my phone with all the CGI and shit. It's kind of crazy that this was only a $40 million movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I
It's
mean,
all fucking.
I mean, that's what happens when all the movie stars say no and you end up with 4 comics.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
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 And,
Yeah,
you know, Kirsten
is
Dunst
there-
was in Jumanji, so
She didn't have a lot of heat yet. David Cross had only really done Men in Black as far as big movies are concerned, and that was a very small part.
It's funny because they don't even have David Cross on like the top 8 actors on the Wikipedia.
No.
That's funny.
I mean, it's because everybody who's voicing the toys are huge,
yeah.
massive names.
Yeah, because it goes Gregory Smith, Jay Moore, after Kirsten Dunst, Phil Hartman, Kevin Dunn, Dennis Leary, Frank Langella, Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
well, that's where you put the names as voices because you don't have to pay as much.
Yeah.
Probably takes
I wonder
them
if
2
that
days.
information's out there of who passed on it to play it.
I have to think that Arlie Ermy was somewhere in the mix for that and didn't do it, probably because of Toy Story.
Oh yeah,
was he?
he's in Toy Story, right?
He's voices the army guy in Toy Story.
I mean, he probably couldn't. There's probably some rule where you can't. They probably in the same way that like you can't if you're playing James Bond, you can't wear a tux in another movie while you're
Sure.
James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. I also just saw right now because I Googled who. It's funny because I said who passed on Small Soldiers, and it says Phil Hartman. I was like, okay. But it also says
That's
right
weird
here,
because
which is
it's the wrong answer to the right question.
yeah, it really is.
The second answer should be me. I passed on it too.
Right here it says, and this is I've seen people do this where it couldn't matter any less, but it's like nearly 30 years later, Small Soldiers co-writer confirms that the Gorgonites did make it back to Gorgon.
Oh, excellent.
Great.
Good. So it
Perfect.
was out there. It was
Yeah.
after, and what's after that? And what's after that? The what about this window part really, it had the the T2 why do you cry vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super. There are parts of the movie that are super heavy, and you're like, dude, God, like that. There's nothing in the. What does he say exactly? Windows don't have anything in them, or something. He's like,
Yeah,
I was like,
there's-
Christ alive.
It's also we don't know anything about these people. We assume they're good because we're watching the movie, but even if you watch the movie, that we still don't know any of the motive. We don't know any of the backstory of any of these small soldiers.
Right.
They could be bad. They just are, how they just have the British accent. So it doesn't seem it seems more refined. So maybe they're not bad.
I mean, I think the only motivation that we get to not like the soldiers is because they trash the store.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah,
And they have a
Yeah,
clear,
they're-
we want to kill these things, but that's it. That's all.
yeah.
That's all we know.
They're rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I also was a great line when she goes, where they're playing. He goes psychological warfare, and the Kirsten Dunst character goes, "Yeah, Noriega did this," and where she just randomly mentions Noriega doing psychological warfare with music to people.
Yeah. I did enjoy. This is one of 4 movies that I am aware of that features Led Zeppelin in it. Because they are they're so notoriously stingy with letting their music out in movies. This is
Interesting.
yeah.
Well, also I was gonna say, because this is at the height of the Spice Girls, I would say a decent amount of the budget was probably spent on Led Zeppelin and
yeah.
Wannabe.
I mean, because I know a friend of mine was making a show and they wanted to use a Randy Newman song, and they had to pay $100,000 and a handwritten letter of why they want to use the song.
Wow.
So it's like, I mean, that's people like that. You're making fucking.
And that
Bang.
is easier than getting a Zeppelin song.
Seriously.
It's
Yeah.
cheaper and easier.
Have you seen what Jack Black did to use the immigrant song in School of Rock?
No.
It's an
Oh
extra.
no, he went on like a talk show, right?
No. It's an extra in the DVD. So when they finish shooting out the final concert at the end, he has the entire crowd stay back, and then they film a video of him begging them to let him use the song, and it's the whole crowd singing the immigrant song, and him. It would be cool if it wasn't so ridiculous that that's what had to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I was just pulling up. I just put on Small Soldiers Reddit to see what people are saying, and people are quoting the World War II thing, and then a lot of people talking shit about Andy Dick.
Yeah.
Small
It's also so
Soldiers
funny that-
Reddit. I'm looking that up now.
It's not like a quote unquote community. I just Googled it to see what people were saying on Reddit about it, and it's that. And then it's funny. It's MSN.com that's talking about how the guy said that the Gorgonites do in fact get back, which sounds like a thing he said to a Make-A-Wish kid who was like,
Yeah.
please tell me. He's like, of course they did. They're all
back.
even though they're floating down the river in seemingly Yosemite. they fucking
Because weren't they supposed to be in Ohio? Where was that river?
yeah. It's I don't even know if it's mentioned. I think that there's so many movies like that they shoot in in Hancock Park in L.A. or a place where they look like more Midwest or East Coast houses.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
There was right. I saw a Cleveland Plain dealer sign, so I think it was Northeast Ohio.
Yeah, and there's an Ohio
dude.
plates.
Yeah, and then it's funny because there's little things too where he's like, "There's no way you have the amount of money to fix my house," and then he gets the check. I would love to see how much the check.
I know. I wrote that
Yeah.
down. I was like, I want to know how much each one of these checks are for, where they just instantly are like, yep, I'll move that truck.
Mhm.
So funny. just handing out checks. Like, this movie is really funny.
This movie's great.
It really is very fucking funny. I was thinking about it right now. It's like, it would make sense for people to pass on it if you just see it on paper, because you're like, the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Absolutely.
The toys are gonna come fuck shit. And they're like, you gotta trust me.
I just want to mention, because I really like this, the scene where they're like attacking the house. It played like a episode of Mystery Science Theater, with all of them just cracking jokes the whole time, and you can barely hear what they're saying. Like, one of them, they were like, "Do you like 9 Inch Nails?" As they're like shooting nails
Or
at them.
Yeah.
I loved that. That was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I wrote down
Yeah,
some of those, too.
I don't know. They're very funny where there's just like, it is a movie where you have to just like let go of the plot holes that we're talking about, of just like, don't overthink what happens here or there, and just be like, enjoy. It is a very fun movie.
That is most of like Joe Dante and John Carpenter's movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this was a Gwendy said this. When Kirsten Dunst shows up and starts smacking him, one of them goes, "Run, she's got a baton."
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
All the stuff the Barbies were saying. They're like,
Yes.
"Ooh, broad shoulders."
Yeah.
And wasn't that Sarah Michelle Gellar
And Christina Ricci.
and Christina Ricci?
Yeah.
Wow, there was two
Yo,
different voices
yeah.
for the
Yeah.
Gwendys?
Yeah.
What was the point of that? It's one.
It's-
They're just. It's one Gwendy in different outfits.
That's you have to ask them. Oh,
I don't think I can.
I had see, once I knew it was the two of them, my issue was I spent that entire scene trying to figure out who was who.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh no! Wow, there is a Reddit community.
For a small soldier.
Of
Of course there
small
is.
soldiers.
Of course there is.
you should look to see who the most recent person to join was, because it was me about
Whoa.
1 minute ago.
That's so funny.
I joined
Yeah, it's
up
funny
while
that
Bjorn was talking.
I mean, you know what's funny too is that because it's looking at it now where there's like definitely plenty of autistic people that their quote unquote special interest was small soldiers.
Yeah.
It's just 'cause I thought of that immediately whenever I was like, there's a Reddit with over 3,000 people in it.
That's
Yeah, there's people literally doing theories.
Of course there are.
What is this? even
that sounds
saying?
fun. Now I'm gonna watch it again to gin up some theories and see what we could get.
I'm gonna watch it again to finish it.
Right? You're gonna watch it once.
Yeah.
You have to watch a
man.
half hour more to get to where you could watch it again. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, this is Small Soldiers. What else? Anybody got anything else about this movie?
I don't think so.
No, I mean, it's just very sorry. There's the meme where it's Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin where they're staring at each other about to be friends, and then Stone Cold flips him off, and he's like, "What the hell?" It says the Gorgonites living a pacifist lifestyle in search of a better life, and then the finger it just says this is the Commando Elite. Like, there really is no reason for them to be so angry at.
Right.
No, I'm stoked I got to do this. It's funny because I just kind of thrown some movies out, and I'm fucking stoked that this is the one that Randall was like, fucking Small Soldiers. Hell
Yeah. It was between that and Bubble Boy.
Yeah, Bubble Boys. I was like,
Bubble Boy's great. I love Bubble
dude,
Boy.
I love Bubble Boy. And that's what I thought of whenever I earlier was like there's always like the easy trope is like the cooler guy that has a motorcycle or a cool car, and you could never be him.
Yeah.
And he's in high school, but he has like a super sick Trans Am or a really fast motorcycle.
Yeah.
And you'll never be him.
Right. That kid's name was Mark Stevens at the high school I went to.
Damn.
He had
What's
that
it-
Camaro or some shit.
Where is he now?
I don't know. He graduated the year before me, so that meant that since my last day as a junior in high school, I have no idea what he's been up to. He graduated. Who cares?
God,
If I had to
these people are
guess, he's
so-
probably still trying to make out with chicks in that car in that parking lot.
Yeah,
That's the
he's
most I
trapped.
knew about him.
It's his purgatory. God, it's so
Is he still? I keep getting older. They stay the same age.
Yeah. Sorry. The seriousness of some of the people on here of like, what happened to Brad after the movie, the cool boyfriend guy? And they like explain all the stuff of the last time you saw him. And the top comment says, he and Christy no doubt would have broken up and Christy would have never wanted anything to do with him again. And it's like, okay.
Like you guys realize this is a PG-13 young adult movie.
Yeah. Why do we have theories like this?
I mean, the last time we saw him, the last scene he's in the movie, my best guess for what happened to him for the rest of that character's life is he just never stopped running.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if you saw that and you couldn't explain it, he didn't have the backstory of any of it. So he saw that and probably he's still running to this day.
Yeah, right. His parents, or he went home and told his parents, and now he's in a sanitarium because nobody believes what he said. He's just
that's the only reason that fucking
crazy.
What's his name? Ashton, whatever Adam, the main character. He's lucky his parents fucking. Oh yeah, and that one too, where she's like, "Are you on crank?
Crank?
Crystal
Yeah.
meth? Yeah."
Just every single upper she could possibly get out is the only thing she named. Like, yep, those are all very hallucinatory. Good work.
Man.
Well, all right, you guys want to tie the bow on this one?
Yeah, let's see
All
what
right,
the
let's see what the
has to say.
Raz, right? Throw it to the Raz, and well, no surprises there. Thanks for joining us, Bruce. Do you have anything else you'd like to plug? 12/12 through
No.
12/14, Cap City,
12/12
Austin.
12/14, Cap City, Austin. Bruce Gray on Instagram. Easy peasy stuff. I have some set coming out with Just for Laughs. I don't know, in early November. It might have just come out. So we'll see. But no, this was fun. Like I said, I'm stoked. This is the movie we landed on because I
man.
had a very good time watching it.
This was super fun. Thanks for coming.
Well, all right. You got anything
course.
You got your list?
Yeah, What's More Metal anytime now. Unlock This, Ghosts and Hoes, and It's Nice to Be Nice with Sean Jordan.
And I got the Love Hate Laugh Show, all platforms.
All right, we're here with the Raz talking Small Soldiers. What's up, man?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Good, man. I'm excited for this one. I had not seen it until it came up for this.
Yeah, that's kind of shocks me, but also not. I mean, it does. It's one of those movies that was like on the cusp where it's almost could have been too childish and not at the same time, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a PG-13 movie, I think, where it's like it could be. You know, I mean, look, you ramp up murder and it's child's play. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's right on the. You know, it's basically it's like Gremlins only with toys.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. It's
Right.
right. I mean, I was right at the age where anything that was on that cusp I blew off.
Right.
Right. So this movie came out, I was 20 or whatever, and there was no way I was gonna see some kids movie at 20.
Right. Right. You're too cool. There's an age, early 20s, maybe late teens to 20. I don't know, for different people. But there's definitely some windows where you're like, I'm not going to watch this. Like I know people to this day who are like, I'm not going to go see an animated movie, and I'm like, bro, there's some great ones. Like
Yeah.
like-
I mean, I definitely missed some of those, and I was wrong about Small Soldiers.
it's fun.
Freely admit it now that I've seen it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
So who's your favorite guy? What's your favorite part of this movie?
I mean, I like I got to go with the G.I. Joes, dude.
Yeah.
The Commandos. Like, I mean, I just love, like, it's, you know, was it Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones and then the Dirty Dozen, basically.
Yeah. Look, it's exactly that. You know, it's I would like give me a sequel with them in the give me a sequel with them in like here's the thing, make a sequel where they're actually solving a real war crime with other people or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, well,
like
I mean,
show them helping out.
you could level it up because we only saw what happened with the shipment to one store in
Right.
one town. Like,
Right.
I wasn't the only place that got them. How were they not a problem everywhere else? And it feels like a sequel would be easy,
Easy.
especially I mean, even now you could do it now because it wouldn't need to involve anybody from that town,
Right.
and the only things that you really need to carry over are animated. So
Right. Right. And the period. But yeah, like you could easily, like that's the thing is like there was another movie series or something or TV show or something, I can't remember, but it was like they made a sequel or whatever, and it just happened. It was a sequel, but it happened at the same time in a different city. Like maybe it was a zombie movie or something. I don't know. But
oh yeah, they did. I mean, there was like a Walking Dead series that was just like, what if we
maybe.
just showed you what happened in L.A.
Right.
at the same time
Exactly.
as all the other stuff?
Right. That's the one I'm thinking of. And that's a brilliant way to do a spinoff.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing. It's like, yeah, we're gonna move out of where the Drummonds are and we're moving on up to the east side. But yeah, I mean this movie, look, you give me toys that come to life, I'm gonna watch it. You know, like Child's Play, Megan, you know, all those kinds of movies they're fun.
Halloween 3.
It's always, yeah. They're just you know, especially when it's somewhat nostalgic, where, you know, it's like we got army soldiers, toy, you know, and
Yeah.
we got, you know, a peaceful alien species, you know, that we got to call them something else. We can't call them Indians or Native Americans. We got to make them look more alien. So it's more
Right.
appropriate.
A little less, right. Give you at least one layer to cut through to figure out what's
Right.
going on.
Right.
And a way to dismiss it. If you are one of those people, you could be like, those are just Gorgonites.
Right. Yeah. You know, I mean, James Cameron did it great with Avatar.
Yeah.
They're just
Similar thing. Just change it so that if you are the type of person who would figure something out, you can.
Hey, you can't. They're just blue-skinned aliens. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Right. There's no metaphor.
There's no metaphor. They don't wear the same clothes and use the same weapons.
Right. This is the U.S. military. It's
Right.
easy to discount.
Absolutely.
Right. So I love this movie. I can't wait to
It was great.
put it into rotation and all of that. Is this your favorite Toys Come to Life movie, or is that Child's Play or?
Probably Toy Story. Honestly, we're talking
Toy Story.
toys that come to Toy Story 2. Toy
Well,
Story
those-
2, but that's animated. I guess if we're talking real, you know, I mean, Child's Play 1 is great. Like the Child's Play is great. Indian in the Cupboard is great. That's about a toy that comes to life too, right?
Yeah.
In the cupboard.
Yeah. No, I think you're.
Yeah, but I mean, there's also not a lot,
No.
you know. So it's a small list. I would say a lot of them are pretty good, are on the better side of being good,
That's true. Damn.
right? Like how many toys? Okay, we got Megan. I didn't see Megan 2, but Megan 1 was all right. Child's Play is better. So, you know, Megan's just kind of Child's Play with the, you know, one of those things. But also like some of those are like robots come to life. Is that the same thing?
Kind of. I
I don't know,
mean,
maybe. Yeah, I guess small soldiers were AI, you know, toys. Like if a Furby came to life, like there was a teddy bear that came to life horror movie that I didn't see last year or the year before, but
oh yeah, there was that Winnie the Pooh one.
yeah, I mean, Child's Play was great. Look, I mean, this is, if we're talking straight up toys come to life, this or Child's Play are the two, you know, not counting Toy Stories, right?
Right. I mean, those are legitimately good.
Right. Up
like
until 4.
It's comparing any gangster movie to The Godfather or whatever. Like, sure,
Yeah.
some might be more fun, but Toy
Yeah.
Story is legitimately a 4-star like masterpiece.
Absolutely, they're great. Like, you can't. I mean, you make those live action, and they're just like, I'm shocked Disney hasn't tried to do that. Instead,
Yeah.
they're making a Toy Story 4 when it's like, just do a live. I mean, it's not. It's probably the same cost. So just remake Toy Story. I mean, you could do a shot for shot remake with the plates and the computer guys, and just put it in real world settings, and I would see them all.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would cry when Andy gets old and gives them the toys away again.
I mean, it may be more because he would look more like a real kid.
Right.
It's a little
Right.
easier to relate to.
You make Andy age. I'm gonna weep like a old man at a funeral home because one of his best friends, his last one left. Now he's all by himself.
Oh man. Well, now I hope they do it, and we can get footage of that from the Raz. Well, hi.
Yeah.
So, full stamp, small soldiers, both of us. How do you want to sign this one off?
The same. Be good. Be smile. Open the door for somebody. Do something good for somebody. Text somebody, "Hey, I'm proud of you." Just put some positive work. Put some positive energy out in the world.
Fantastic. All right, man. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week for The Mummy.